Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing my bookshelf tour. I've got two big bookshelves. I have a set of bookshelves on my wall and I have a small bookshelf. So, first we're going to start over here at one of my tall bookshelves. This is my fantasy bookshelf. We'll start up here. So, up here I just have like a bunch of knickknacks from like my grandpa who passed and my great-grandma. And some other stuff from like mom's grandparents, you know, whatever. And then I have my Sam and Colby pillow that my mom got me one year. And then on this shelf, I got my Shatter Me books. And I've got this eye, which I feel like goes perfectly with it because of the covers and stuff. The Shatter Me is not currently up here because it is next to my bed because I have started it. And then I have Shot in the Dark, Echoes and Empires, and Beautiful Villain, which these are both, I think all three of these are starts to series. I know these two are. There's a second book coming out for this one, and there already is a second book out for this one. I'm not 100% sure on that one, though. And I just got a candle and a Stitch, and a picture of me and my brother when I was a baby, and then a little alien. And then I have my Covenant series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Little Bunny and Belle. She's a bookworm, obviously. And then we got Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which it has really pretty scratches. But yeah. And then I've got Zombie Brew, which I probably will take this down at some point, but because it's a little too Halloween-y. But I just don't have anything else to put right there. And then I've got Study and Drowning by Ava Reed, which I have not read, but I really like these bright edges, which is why they're facing out. Got Hush Hush, and then the City of Bones, first three books. I just feel like these go together because they're all kind of like angels. I'm sorry if I keep drifting, but it's fine. And I got my Zane pop figure, and I've got a little flower. Then down here, I have the first two books in the Crave series. And I've got the Shadow Falls After Dark trilogy, which I've finished, or I've read this whole trilogy, like a really long time ago, and I've reread Reborn recently, and I've started this one. Haven't gotten super far into it, but I have started it. And then I've got the Fallen series. I'm missing a few books, and I've got Little Skeleton and a Sully Duck. Got some other books by Lauren Kate, and then this book by Gina Showalter. Whatever. I don't know. I found it at secondhand bookstore, and it sounded interesting. Then I've got City of Gods and Monsters by Kayla Edwards, which somebody recommended to me on TikTok. And then I've got Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas, which she's a very popular TikTok author. And then I also have ACOTAR, the first book, which, yeah. I mostly got those because they're really popular. Okay, and then on this last bookshelf, I've got the Nightshade trilogy right there. And then I've got Wolf Girl, kind of werewolfy things. I've got another little supernatural series right there, Vindicted and Branded. There is another book in that series. I think that's 1 and 3 down there. And I think I'm missing 2. And then I've got, this is the second book in a series that I need to get the first one for. And I've got Arsenic, which I just thought, yeah. My mom got me that decoration. That one and the Zombie Brew a long time ago. And then I've got this series right there. And I've got Candle. And I've got some witch books right there. Okay. And then, oh, and down there I just have like extra decorations. Okay, and then over here, I have this bookshelf. I have not finished or decorating up there yet. I don't know what I want to put up there. Right now I have the Stitch pillow and the Stitch book. I don't know what else I'm going to put up there, but I'll find stuff to put up there one day. And this is my romance shelf. So right here I have a bunch of random romance books. I've got Catherine Cowles, Laura Pavlo, Rebecca Yarros, and then Tarzan Witt. I don't know how to say her name. Oops, sorry. I've got these 2 books in the series, these 2 books in a series, this by the same author. And I've got Beneath the Stars by Emily McIntyre, which is signed. Yeah, and then I've got a Stitch Duck. And then I've got the first 3 books in the, oh god, why cannot I think of what the series is called? I cannot think of the series. But that series by L.J. Shen. And then I've got this book by A.L. Jackson. The reason these are all grouped together is because I'm pretty sure all of these are dark romances. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. My dog was eating a sock. I had to get it from her. Okay, I've got the Twisted series by Anna Huang. Dog's got something in her mouth again. She's being funny. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My dog was trying to eat socks. Okay, on this shelf, I have the Twisted series by Anna Huang. Then I've got a little Winnie the Pooh duck. I've got a candle. I've got a upside down Stitch. And then I've got the first 2 books in, I don't know the Knock 'Em Out series by Lucy Score. Don't mind this. This is just something I got from a seller on Pango. It has some stickers in it. I've got a little bunny. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I had to chase my dog. Then I've got Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I've got the Flawless series, or the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver with the little bird and Olaf sitting up here. I thought the bird looked really well, and then Olaf was just a spare. And then right here, I've got all my sports romances that are like not in like series. Like I know some of those are sports romances, and those are some sports romances, but these are all my like sports romances. Like this is a series of sports romances. These are like either first in series, seconds in series, as you know, whatever. And then those are some. So I've got Mile High and Steady, Watch Your Mouth, Meet Me in the Penalty Box, Desire and Defense, Rival Darling, Collide, and Behind the Net. These are all hockey. And then I've got First Down, Breakaway, Stealing Home, and Wicked Serve by Grace Riley. I don't know if this has a series name or not, but yeah, it's all sports romances. We got football, hockey, baseball, and then this one is hockey and volleyball. And then we've got a little mermaid duck, and we've got this little thing that my brother got me for Christmas, I believe. And then we've got these 2 football romances. We got the Wall Winnipeg and the QB Bad Boy and Me. And then down here is kind of like my YA-ish. I tried to do it YA, but I just have a hard time distinguishing what's YA and what's not, because I really don't care if it's YA or not. So this is just kind of like extra stuff. So we've got all my Sarah Adams books there. And don't mind that it's leaning. It's because all of these books are different heights right here. So it's kind of annoying, but whatever. I got a little bunny. Then we've got 2 books by Lynn Painter. We've got this random YA book. And then we've got these 2 books by Christy Boyce. They're the Dungeons and Dragons series thingy. Then 1,000 Miles, which is one of my favorite. I'm not going to say one of my favorite books, but it's one of, I think, a very good book to start out reading romances with. Especially if you like YA. I really, really enjoyed it. Then we've got a Monica Murphy book, and we've got this random book that I also read when I first started reading. And these are just some kind of like summary books, like, and just kind of whatever fit, you know, kind of thing. We got Summer Broken Rules, Beyond the Break, and Book Lovers. These are all really summary. And we got Love and Other Words, which I guess could be summary because they're in like the woods and stuff, but, and it's like a Bigfoot book, but that kind of was just there because it fit, you know. But yeah, and then over here, oh, hold on, I've got something on my foot. Okay. Up here we have all my Stitch stuff. We've got Stitch in fluffs. We got fluffs in, like, oh god, floaties. And then we got Annoyed Stitch. We got a little Stuffed Stitch. We got a little Light Stitch that's really bright. And we got Camera Stitch, as well as Angel. We've also got little Bunny Stitch, and we got little Alien Outfit Stitch, Stitch Shrine. And then up here, I have all of my bigger books, I guess. These are pretty thick, like my romance books that are bigger. We got the hardcovers, and we got these thick ones, which are kind of intimidating. And then we've got Hello Love and a little dog. And then right here, I have my dog shrine for my dog. She's still alive. She was eating a sock earlier, but she's not even 1 yet. She turns 1 in May. But this, my mom got me this for Valentine's Day, and it looks almost identical to her, just a little bit darker. Then my friend got me this for, I think, Christmas. And then I got this at the Dollar Tree. It was really cute. And then that is one of her stuffed animals that she had when she first came home from, or when we first got her. The lady we got her from gave us this with it. And then I've got a bunch of random stuff up there. I've got some stuff from vacation over here. I've got another thing that my friend gave me. That Rapunzel thing my friend also gave me. I got some stuffed animals. Obviously, I got a lot of stuffed animals and some Monster High and one Ever After High doll. And these are all some memorable stuffed animals. Well, these two are. That one's just kind of random. I needed something to go up there, so I put that there. That is from my first eye surgery in Atlanta. And that is a dog that is a miniature to my puppy who I lost. Not this past February, but last February. He was a beagle, and he was about 9 years old. And then we got all these books right here. These are all just kind of random romance books. So these are more books that I'm like, they're either seasonal, like these two, or they're like, I don't know if I'm going to read them, but I could read them if I wanted to. I have to be in a really emotional mood for that one, though, from what I've heard. And then this is my Elle Kennedy shelf. I've got the Off-Campus series, and we've got this series. I don't know what the series is actually called. It does make me mad that these don't match. I got these two off of, what is it called? Book Outlet. And the pictures showed that they were these covers, but they were not. These I got from like Target or something probably. And then I've got this series, which I have read, The Good Girl Complex, which it wasn't awful, but it's definitely not a book I'd ever read again, honestly. And then I have Stitch with Ice Cream, A Little Wedding, Cinderella, and a little Lego flower. And then down here, down here I've got a Harry Styles book. I've got My Policeman, also bought because it's got Harry Styles on the cover of it. My dog sounds like she's tearing something up. It's fine. I'll get her in a second. We got The Paradise Island by Sam Colby. We got the Natural series. We've got the Vampire Academy series. And then we have all of my Book of the Month books over here. Yeah, oh, and more Stitch. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter video than usual. I'm not sure how long it actually is going to be, but it'll probably be a shorter video than usual. Also, I will be coming out with some nail content really soon if you're looking forward to that. So, I promise I'm going to do that. And I'm going to probably do a video of me doing my nails. I don't know, because I've chosen a really hard set that I want to do. And so I don't know if I want to do that on camera, but I might try, or I might just do part of it. That's like the nail art part of it. But I will get a video out for you. So thank you so much for watching. See you next time.